Vote in national elections from the 19th of April, with the polls to be held over several weeks. The Hindu nationalist and incumbent Prime Minister Narendra Modi is strongly favoured to win a third term. It's the world's largest democracy, in which 198 million people are eligible to cast ballots. Here's the Chief Election Commissioner making the announcement.
We'll do it in 7 phases, as was done last time. 7 phases. Phase 1 will start from 20th March notification, 5 days from now.
Our South Asia correspondent Samira Hussain is in New Delhi, where the announcement was made. I asked her how long it would take before we got the results.
This is the world's most populous country, and there are 198 million.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nur Hidayah with the number 11 of the R2R class. I'm from Semarang. Here I will explain the material included. India is holding a mammoth election with nearly a billion votes by Keep Pandai. General election in India will begin on April 19, where almost 1 in 8 people in the world will be able to vote. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is seeking a third consecutive term in office with his Bharatiya Janata Party, currently ahead in opinion polls. The face off against the Indian National Alliance for Inclusive Development, which is made up of more than 2 dozen opposition parties, including the Congress that long dominated before the BJP came to power in 2014. The election was accompanied by controversy, with the opposition complaining about unfairness, riding lawyers, and financial constraints. Despite this, India has an astonishing number of votes. Now about 969 million people, almost equal to the combined population of America, Russia, Japan, Britain, Brazil, France, and Belgium. I have several peaceful opinions about business. Number 1, positive outlook. Election with very high participation demonstrates India commitment to democracy and giving a voice to all its citizens. This can be seen as a remarkable achievement for a country with such a large population. An inclusive and massive election process can increase the legitimacy of the election governments and strengthen the Indian political system. This can be seen as the following in democratic consolidation. The involvement of large numbers of citizens can influence a sense of ownership and responsibility for the political process. This can strengthen civil social participation and implementation. Number 2, skeptical view. Organizing an election on such a scale is a good professional challenge for India, which corporates concerns about the security and integrity of the voting process. There are debates about India's ability to manage an election of such magnitude effectively. With such a large authority, there are concerns about potential fraud, manipulation, or errors in voting counting. This can raise debates about the credibility of the election results. The enormous cost of holding an election of this magnitude could be a burden of the state's budget and affects the election of the soldiers to other development priorities. There can be a criticism of ineffection as of precautions. Number 3, neutral view. Large-scale elections in India are a unique and influential phenomenon for political observers around the world. This can be the subject of in-depth study and analysis. The project can provide valuable learning about how democracy can function in the context of a country with a very large and diverse population. This can provide new insight into political dynamics in major countries. The analysis is equal to understand the impact and implication of this large-scale election for the future of Indian politics. A balanced view is needs to avoid the risks and challenge of the risk. Based on the previous exploration, several conclusions that can be drawn from the news of India holding a massive allocation with near 1 billion votes. Number 1. India's democracy commitment. The large-scale allocation show India's commitment to democracy and providing voting rights for all this discussion. This strengthens the legitimacy of the election, government, and consolidates the democracy political in India. Number 2. Political and integrity challenge. Organizing election on such a large scale is a challenge for India. There are concerns about the security and integrity of the voting process as well as the political foreground of errors in voting counting. Number 3. This can cause election inflation. The cost of holding an election of this magnitude will be a burden on the state's budget. This may impact the cost election for the election British in India. That's all the material I recommend. I hope you can understand it. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Saya wassalamualaikum bro.